Hello, hello, hello. How are we all today? Wonderful. Let me know if you can keep hearing me. Right, let's get this up. Hello, hello. How is everyone? So my name is Matty Scott, as you should probably know, and we are on week 5 of keyboard lessons. Okay, so as usual, I have to read something out before we start, and here it is. So if you're under 18, tell your parents that you are doing this session. Please feel free to ask questions and make comments, but stay safe online by just using your first name. Don't give out your contact details, and I hope you enjoy today's session. Fantastic. Brilliant. So how this works, get your keyboard out in front of you as you usually do. Get yourself a water bottle, it's quite warm. And yeah, we'll start the lesson in a sec. So as you see at the bottom of the screen, it's my keyboard, so you can see what I'm playing along with that. And if you have any questions, comment them all the way through. I'll be able to answer. I might not be able to answer straight away because there's a little bit of delay between the time I see your questions and the time you send them. But yeah, I'll help out any way I can. So let's get going. So last week, what did we look at? At the end of last week, we said we knew what a scale was, know what a scale is. Said we could figure out a major and minor scale using our left hand and using our right hand. We could play lots of scales like C major scale, A minor scale, D minor scale, all of those things. We know what a melody is, and we learnt the song Kids. We sang that song by MGMT. We did brilliantly, yeah. So, guess what happens now? Oh no, the screen has gone dark. That can only mean one thing. Oh yeah, it's game time, everybody. It's game time. Okay, so we're going to do a little refresher, making sure you're ready for today. So question 1, what is a scale? Is it A, a sequence of notes? Is it B, a sequence of goats? Or is it C, a sequence of subliminal messages designed to put you in a highly susceptible state? Time starts now. It's 10 seconds. It's the same joke from last week. I get very lazy with these refreshers, but they're important. We need to know where we are. Okay, so time is up, and the answer is A. Yay. So if you got that, we got a new character today. Look at him, he's having a great time. But the answer is A. A scale is a sequence of notes. Brilliant. Okay, so what are the 2 types of scale that we can play after last week? Is it A, a kitchen and bathroom scale, B, a fish and lizard scale, or a C, a major and minor scale? Time starts now, 10 seconds. Rattle your brains for the answers. Let's see what we get. Okay, so time is up. The answer was C, major and minor. Who saw that coming? Yay. But yay, if you got that, you get a point. Congratulations. So what is a melody? Is a melody a sequence of notes creating a tune? Is it B, a sequence of tunes creating a note? Or is it C, a lovely friend? Okay, so time starts now. You may have a lovely friend called Melody, and that's fantastic. I'm very happy for you if you do, but we're looking for the musical definition in this question. So time is up, and the answer is A. So it is. So if you got that, congratulations, you get a point. Well done. Okay, so I want to get your hands ready. Get your right hand, and I want you to play an F major scale. We'll play it together, but get it in the right place, get practicing, and let me see if you can play an F major scale still. Okay, so we're looking for an F major scale with your right hand. Can you remember how you do that? So time is nearly up. Let's see if you got it. So here is the scale. We've got it up on the screen going backwards and forwards, and we're going to play starting on the F here. Oh, sorry. Can you hear that? I'll turn it down a little bit. So, ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. So it sounds like that. then congratulations.
Yay.
You get a point. Here he is again. So try and remember the fingering on this one. It's 4 fingers, 4 fingers. Okay? Brilliant. So yeah, how we figure that out, we follow the pattern tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, and we get those notes. So we play them forwards. I keep pressing buttons. What am I like? What am I like? Okay. So it should be this. I've done it again. Brilliant. So if you got that, well done. Next question. Play a G major scale with your left hand this time. Okay. Time starts now. I started it a bit early, so make sure you're getting ready. Your left hand, get it ready on the G, and we'll play it together. Can you remember how to play the G major scale with your left hand? Who knows? Let's really leave this where it is. Okay, so here it is on the screen. Sorry about this, I keep messing it with like settings. I've got a cable that's trickling over all my buttons, which is very bad. But here we go. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get that? So so if you got that,
Yay.
Yay, you get a point. Congratulations. So we're following the same pattern as before, using the same fingering pattern, so we use 5 then 3. And yeah, and those are the notes we created. So that's how we played it. We went. Brilliant. So I want you to play an A minor scale with your left hand now. Should have a little less time. There's something I really like about the A minor scale. So if you remember that, it might help you along, but I don't want to give you too many clues. So time is running out. A minor scale with your left hand. So find your A note and we'll get doing that. So here it is. Here's the scale on the screen. Little finger on your A. I'm going to play it here. And then we're going to play it together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, da, 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 da. So have you got that?
Yay.
You know the drill, you've got a point. Congratulations. Wicked. So now I want you to play a D minor scale with your right hand, okay? So right hand this time, D minor scale. Will you get it? Do, do, do. Will you get it? Okay, D minor scale with your right hand. Time is nearly up. And here it is. So we're going to play it together. 1, starting here. In 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that bit slower for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. So if you played that, congratulations.
Yay.
You get your point. Brilliant. There it is. So if you're struggling with your scales at all, last week I had this scale chart on the screen. If you haven't got it, ask me for it and I'll send you, you can either screenshot it or ask me for it and I'll send you a copy of it, like big and high quality. Just leave a comment if you want it. So we're going to play MGMT Kids. So we're just going to play a verse and a chorus together. Okay? So here are the chords on the screen, and it went a bit like, I'm trying to think how this went, I can't remember. Okay. Okay, you ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've ruined it. I'm very sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm playing this wrong. You were a child, crawling on your knees towards me, making mama so proud, but your voice is too loud. We like to watch you laughing. Decisions are made and not lost again and lot. It said it's worth a lot, but it's not. Control yourself, can do what you need from me. A family of trees falling, so keep holding. Control yourself, take what you need from me. So it's really hard playing them. Okay, so hopefully you did better than me there. I didn't do very well, but still you get the gist. If you can play that along with me, well done. That's bro. It's hard singing and playing the piano with this song. Wicked, so good job. If you were struggling with those at all, the link in the description is for the previous lessons. I'd go back on them, just catch up a bit if you need to, or go over it if you missed it. It will really help with each session if you learn each week. Okay, so yeah, today's week 5. Oh yeah, week 5. What does that mean? It's basic rhythm we're looking at today. I'm just going to shut my door because the wind's blowing it open. Brilliant. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. So week 5, what are we looking at with the 5th week? We're looking at basic rhythm. So we're getting a bit of rhythm. So we won't actually be doing too much keyboard playing compared to the last couple of weeks, but we are going to learn a lot of things that when we come back to the keyboard playing, we're going to really help us, and it will really improve our playing. So let's move on. Basic rhythm. Okay, so this guy over here saying, what is rhythm? Have I got it? A little rat. And this mad scientist is saying, no, sorry. You know, that's true. Rats don't actually have a sense of rhythm. Apes do and birds do, but sadly not rats. It's really, it's a shame really. I've got pet rats, I like rats. But anyway, rhythm. What is rhythm? I was struggling with this question because it's quite a vague thing, rhythm. It can be anything really, from a cha-jum, 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 or just a dum, da-da-dum, dum-dum-dum. It can be anything. So my description for rhythm is sound placed in time. I'm going to go over that, make it a bit clearer. So let's go over it. So if we look at this, I'm going to show you sort of a visual way of looking at rhythm. So along the top we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're the beats. So if I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's passing through these dotted lines every time. So it's like what we looked at last week when we had the broken chords. Okay, so if I now put a click on each of these beats, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hear that 2. That is following a rhythm, and then you can build it up. So I can put these thumps on 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can follow this at home, that's great. Keep going. If not, I'm just doing an example. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're going to add this double thumping, and it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you can see it's already sounding quite nice. So what we're going to do now is get rid of the fourth click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the clapping now on the fourth beat instead of the click. But you can see how it's building up. So we take away that second click and add a clap in there instead. Ooh. If I've gone back, it sounds like this. Okay, so it's boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka. So you hear that's a nice rhythm. So you can see all these things sort of build up and create because they're placed in time. So if you're arranging this sort of loop, you've got this bit of time repeating and that's a rhythm, or we could just have this click noise repeating, that's a rhythm. You can have a click noise on its own. Anyway, but these have all turned into 3 different rhythms going on, creating that beat. The I can't remember how it went. And you probably listen to it, I don't know how much you can hear of it, but you're probably bopping your head. You can feel something, that's your rhythm. So it is sound placed in time. So we're going to change these, the clicks, the thumps and the claps, into these things, which I'm sure you've seen. They are musical notes. They're everywhere, you'll see them on films, you'll see tattoos of people with them. They're brilliant, they're really good symbols for what they do. So we're going to look at 4 today. I'm not expecting you to remember these straight away, but I would write them down if you want to come back to them. So the first one we're looking at is a semibreve, and that's a value of 4 beats. The next one is a crotchet, which is a value of 1 beat. Then it's a minim, which is a value of 2 beats, and a quaver, which is half a beat. This is a bit confusing, I'm going to go into it a bit more now. So we're going to look at our semibreve friend over here. So it's 4 beats. So if we had 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The semibreve is going to sound like this. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you understand that a semibreve is 4 beats and then it will come off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you understand that. So if we next look at a minim, it's 2 beats long, so it's half the size of a semibreve. So a minim is half the size of a semibreve. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, the minim will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you hear that. Ignore the chords I'm playing, they're just following the rhythm. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so next we're going to look at a crotchet, which is half the length of a minim. So you can see the pattern going on here. There's 1 beat in a crotchet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So if you're playing a single crotchet beat, it's playing like this. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you guessed it with the quaver again, it's half the size. So we're doing a half a beat for a quaver. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if you're struggling with your quavers, add ands into it. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wicked. So here are them all lined up against each other. So you can see how it's just halving in size each time. So if I play them from top to bottom, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see what they all represent. So try and remember the note names. We've got a semibreve at the top, a minim in yellow, crotchet in green, and a quaver in red. Quaver like the crisp. Okay, so the lights have gone dark. What does that mean? We all know. Yes, it is game time, everybody. Game time, game time. Brilliant. So, first question now. I want you to tell me, what is rhythm? Is it A, boots and katsan, boots and katsan? Is it B, sound removed from time? Or is it C, sound placed in time? Time starts now. A, B, or C? Boots and katsan, 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 boots and cats. Brilliant. So the time's run out. Technically, if you said A, I'll kind of give you that. It's an example of a rhythm, but it's not what rhythm is. So the answer was C. It is C. So if you got that, yay, congratulations, you got a point. So it's sound placed in time. And that's the definition of rhythm. Okay, so there's a note on the screen. What's it called? Is it A, a crotchet, B, a quaver, or C, a semi-breve? Time starts now. One thing Americans do a bit better than us is they give them names like half note, quarter notes, and it makes a bit more sense, but we're fancy in Latin, so we've got to learn these words, I'm afraid. But the answer was A, it was a crotchet. Yay. So if you got that, Keyboard Katie is back and she has given you a point. Congratulations. Okay, so now I want you to tell me how many beats are there in a crotchet. Okay, 10 seconds, time starts now. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and boots and boots and cats. Bro. So time is up. So in a crotchet, remember it was on the green card and it had a 1 beat value. So if you got that, yay, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. Here she is, Keyboard Katie, the one and only. So 1 beat is the answer. 1 beat in a crotchet. So what is this note here called? Is it A, a semi-breve, B, a quaver, or C, a minim? You tell me. Can you get it? So there's A, a semi-breve, B, a quaver, or C, a minim. Time is run out, and the answer is C, a minim. Yay. So if you got that, yay, you get a point. Here she is. So how many beats are there in a minim? Can you remember that one now? So we looked at a crotchet before. How many beats are in the minim? Time starts now. How many beats are there in a minim? Can you remember those cards? What value was it at? Each one had a different colour. So time is up, and the answer is 2 beats. So remember, it was on the yellow card, the value was 2 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 beats per minim. Yay. So if you got that, yay, you get a point. Congratulations. Now I want you to tell me how many beats were in a quaver, which is the one that looked like this. The one that sounded like a crisp, okay? How many beats are in that? Can you remember? Time is running out. Time is running out. It's running out. Do do do. Time has run out. Okay, so in a quaver, remember the card, it was in red and it's half a beat. So it's half of a beat that's inside a quaver. Yay. So if you got that, well done. If not, feel free to go back, look at the cards, refresh your memory. It's worth just learning these. There's no way around it other than just learning it, sadly. There's no tips or tricks really. So I want you to tell me now how many of these crotchets can fit in a semi-breve. Okay, so time starts now. My door is just opened again, so I'm going to close it whilst time's going, but good luck. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Very sorry. So the answer was 4. You could fit 4 crotchets into a semi-breve. So remember, if you got that, that's correct point. And here she is giving you a point. So if you remember, a semi-breve was 4 beats, and it sounded like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a crotchet was 1 beat, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So together they sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've drawn a diagram. I have, yeah. So you hear this? That is your semi-breve. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be your crotchet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm just going to close my window. So next question, how many quavers now fit into a minim? Your time starts now. Can you remember? So how many quavers are fitting into a minim? Time has run out, and the answer is, believe it or not, yet again 4. Yay. So if you got that, congratulations, you've got a point. Katie Keyboard is giving you the point. So if we look it up how we do that, on the screen you see there's, in a beat of 4, bar of 4, there's 4 beats, and a minim takes up 2 of those beats. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, a quaver is only half a beat, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we listen carefully, by the end of the minim, we should have finished 4 quavers. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hear that? So there's 4 quavers in one minim. So good job, well done everyone. We did fantastic there. Right, now we're gonna look at creating rhythms. Here we go. So we're creating rhythms now. Before we start this, I want you to learn 2 words. Those words are legato and staccato. Very fancy words. We're getting into the fancier side of music. But what legato means is long. So if you're playing on notes like, it's nice and long. So that was played legato. But if you're playing it staccato, it'll be nice and snappy, nice and short. Okay, so legato rhythm, using that note again, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. It sounds like this. See how the key is just ringing out for the whole beat. If we make it staccato, you can see it's just like percussive. 1, 2, da, da, da. And that's nice and short, so that makes it staccato. See that? So 2, 3, 4, nice and staccato. So what we do, if we want to show that one of the written notes is played staccato, what we do is we get this dot right here, and we take this dot and we put it above the note. So now we've got 2 notes, the 1 and the 3 that are played staccato, and then the 2nd and the 4th note are played ringing out. So that's going to sound like this: 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see by playing notes with different styles, like staccato and legato, you can change how the rhythm sounds, but the same length of time is in each note. So they're all lasting for 1 beat, but some are just played and finished quicker, and some are played for the whole beat. So here's a rhythm now, and that sounds like this. I wonder if you could play it with me. We'll go for it after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's hear that? So we're following that rhythm on the screen, but now we're going to drop in some staccato notes, so it's now going to sound like this. And you hear how that adds a bit of rhythm. It adds a bit of texture into the rhythm. So now we're going to take this rhythm again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do, if we want to change the rhythm and we've decided we don't like this 3rd note, one thing we have to remember is we are bound to a time signature. That sounds very fancy, and I'll talk more into that with later sessions, but what that basically means is there needs to be 4 beats in this sequence, else it isn't going to work. So if you decided you didn't like this beat and you just got rid of it, you now got this big gap and it doesn't work. This pattern doesn't work. You have to make a change, and if you don't do anything about it, then sadly it just sinks down and you're left very sad. It's such a shame. But what do we do in this situation? So say we didn't like that 3rd note and we got rid of it. What we could do is we could add a rest, which we've not really looked into, or we could put in a different rhythm. So let's try doing that. I think that's pretty cool. So now we've got this rhythm. Do, 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 do. Okay. So now you've gone from being very sad because you haven't got anything to very happy. How great is that? So we've got that rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, and then we've got this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one thing we can do, so we've got both of these rhythms here. The bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum. Sorry. Oh, don't make me go through all this. There we go. Cool. And then we've got this one. So if we add them together, we can create a whole new rhythm. So if you do this with chords, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what we can even do is drop in some staccato notes, so now it sounds like this. 1, 2. So I'll play it with this single note again so you can hear it a bit easier. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do 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 do. So we can use things like that. We can write 2 different rhythms and add them together, or we can switch things out and make sure it's still getting the right amount of beats. So that's why it's quite important to know how many beats are in each note. Okay, so the screen has gone dark now. It is game time, everyone. It is game time. We're getting there. So I didn't really talk you through much there, but I'm going to go through it with you now after we've done these questions. We can get the answers together if we didn't get them right. So, first question is though, a legato note is played A, long, B, short, or C, long, short. Time starts now. How do you play a legato note? Long, short, A, B, or C? You tell me. Time is up! And the answer is A. Legato notes are played long. Ooh. So you got a point. Congratulations. Here he is again, giving you your point. So what symbol do you put on top of a note to indicate that it's played staccato? Is it A, B, C, or D? Time is starting now. It's a square, a triangle, Superman logo, or a dot. Okay. Time is up. So if you remember, the answer is D. Yay. It was the dot, so you put the dot above the note, and that's how we got it. Okay, so I want you to play this rhythm on the screen now. So you get ready. After time's done, we'll play it together. So we're playing it on this note, on your C. So find that note and play this rhythm. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Time is running out. Will you get it right? Okay. So time's run out, and it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it should sound like. So just one repetitive note on each beat.
Yay.
So if you got that right, yay, you get a point. Okay, so now I want you to play this rhythm on the screen. Okay, 10 seconds starts now. Looks very similar to before, but what have we changed? So time is running out, it's running out. So it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play along with me. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you got that staccato, fast played notes, then congratulations. Yay. You get a point. Well done. I really like rhythm, as you can probably tell. It gets me quite excited. So how we did that, if we got the note that we found, that's our musical note, and we found there's a dot above it. What does that mean? It means it's played staccato, staccato. I have to say it quite posh because in my Leicester accent, what I have of it, I always say staccato, and not many people can understand that. But anyway, staccato. A dot above the note means play it staccato. So what we had before was this, and how we got that answer, once we put the dots on it, we went 1. So you see that, how it changes it. So I want you to play this rhythm on the screen now, okay? It's a bit harder than before. We'll get it together if not. Okay, so time is run out. It should sound like this. Oh, I don't know what it looked like. Okay, so it sounds like this. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3. That was it. Sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Na 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 na. Okay, so that's the rhythm. Oh, I'm gonna hate time's up. Okay, so it sounds like this. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is what it should sound like. So if you got that, you got a point. Congratulations, get your point from the guy. Okay, so we had it before. This is what it sounded like without putting all the accents on, all the staccato. So if you try to do it like this, play it without first, it sounds like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we put the accents on and it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's quite hard talking and playing rhythms at the same time, but you get the gist. So now this is quite a complicated one, you'll have a bit more time. I want you to play this rhythm on screen. If you're struggling with the staccatos, forget about the staccatos. The main thing I want you to do is get the rhythm, but if you can play the staccatos as well, fantastic. So time starts now. Try and get this rhythm and we'll play it together. So if you look at it, it can look a bit similar to things we've played before in this quiz. So time is reaching an end. This is what it should sound like. So if you got that right, you got a point. Congratulations. So this is it without all the staccato. It should be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the bottom rhythm is from the previous question, and then we can see the other one is 2 1 beats of 1, and the last one is a beat of 2. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1 and 3, 4. So that's with the dots. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. So if you got that right, congratulations. So what is this rhythm? I don't know if you could hear that, so I'll play it again. So it went 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what is that rhythm? Is it A, B, or C? The time is started now. A, B, or C? It sounded like this. Okay, so your time's about to run out. Did you get the answer right? You tell me. So the answer was B.
Yay.
So if you got that, yay, you get a point. Here you go, congratulations. So this is what it was. So you see these accents on the top, the staccato, they made the rhythm short, long, so it sounded like this. Da, 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 da. So you could see that and follow it as I play it. Congratulations. Here it is again. Cool. So, okay, we've got a complicated one on the screen. You've got a bit more time. Here is the rhythm. 3, 4. Okay. So if you didn't hear that, I'll play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So which one of those rhythms was that? Time is starting now. I'll play it along to this. 2, 3, 4. Which one is it? So I'll let you figure that out. Time is running short. Is the answer A, B, or C? The answer was B. So it's this. Just so we know, the top rhythm sounded like this. And the bottom rhythm sounded like this. Hey, we all recognise that. Brilliant.
Yay.
So the answer was B, as we said before. Brilliant. So if you got that, well done. That's a really hard question to get, so well done. But here it is. Three, 4. Brilliant. So good job. If you struggled with any of them, don't worry. You get better with it with practice. We've learnt quite a lot. It's all new language, so get that. So remember to stick with that. Brill. So now we're going to look at one last thing. We're going to look at the song Viva La Vida by Coldplay. They get a lot of mixed opinions about them, how they are, what their music's like. But I'll back them. I'll back them. They've made some good songs. You can never deny that, especially their older stuff. So in this song there's only 4 chords. You see the second chord here, it says C sus2. We've not looked at sus chords at all, so don't worry about that too much. I'll talk you through it. Essentially what that means is the E turns into a D. But I'll talk you through that. All we're doing is playing 4 chords though. Think of it like that. So Coldplay Viva La Vida is made up of this rhythm, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, da da da. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. I want you to play that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. So now we're going to look at our left hand. It's quite an easy song to play this, believe it or not. So we're just going to play C's in octaves here, and we're just going to play that for the first 3 notes. 4 notes even. Then what do? For the C sus2 chord, we change our C into a D. So it goes. See that sounding familiar? Brilliant. There's a comment with a link to the song actually in the chat, so feel free to click on that if you need to. So C, da 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 da. Then it changes here, so we're not doing octaves anymore, we're just doing a fifth. So take your first and your second finger and go, and then E, so we're playing an E in octaves. So all together we're following that rhythm and it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant, so you hear that? Fantastic. Now we're going to look at our right hand, and it's even simpler than that. So we're going to look at, so what do? We take our thumb, put it on a G, and then our C, our fourth finger, sorry, put it on the C. And then we're playing this quite low down the keyboard. We're going to play it about here. So you can hear that all together. Okay, so when you're playing your C, that's what you're playing. And it's even simpler when you're playing your C sus2, exactly the same. And then when you're playing a G, you're going to just change to this. So you're playing a G and a B. And then same with the E minor, staying the same again. So all of it together that sounds like this. So we're just following that rhythm and we're changing one note with the right hand. That's how simple it is. So we're putting them all together. It's gonna sound like this. I thought I had them wrong. So at the top is your right hand. I've put them round the wrong way around, but the top is your right hand, the bottom is your left hand, okay? So it's gonna sound like this in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. And then we're going to play it all together. Okay, so I'm going to try and change the slides while I was playing this. I don't think it's going to go well. So we're going to play the intro together first. 1, we're going to go through it 2 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets that I used to own. Then we're gonna chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear Jerusalem's bells ringing, Roman choirs of guys singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionary and foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter will call my name. Never an honest word, but that was when I ruled the world. Okay, so there you go. That's what it should sound like. Brilliant. So, at the end of today, good job everyone. At the end of today, we can now say we know what a rhythm is. We know the names of musical notes for their rhythm. We know what staccato and legato mean. We can arrange notes into a rhythm. We can identify a written rhythm after hearing it, and we can play a written rhythm, and we can also play Vida La Vida from Coldplay. So you've done tons there. You've got loads down there. Sorry if I've been a bit sloppy today. I'm not feeling great, but still. Yeah, well done for what you've done today. You've achieved so much, especially if you've been sticking with these sessions all the way through. 5 weeks and you've got this far is really impressive, and you should be proud of yourself. So as I say every week, practice a few minutes every day. 15 minutes a day is better than doing it for 2 hours and putting it off for the rest of the week. Things you can look over this time, so you can revise what the notes are, what they're called, how long they last. You can make up your own rhythms and just play them. Get people to clap rhythms and then you can write them down. Yeah, really get used to playing with rhythm and written rhythm, because rhythm is a really important part of music. And we've just covered the very basics. It goes in so deep. It's really interesting. I love rhythm. So also what you to do is play even if you don't know what you're doing. So you've learned quite a lot. If you're just mixing it around and it's not exactly what you've learned but you like the way it sounds, keep playing. Enjoy it. Write something with it. It sounds really good. And I also want you to comment songs that you may want to learn on the future in the comments. So I'll teach you how to play them. You've got someone who can teach you how to play these songs and it'll be brilliant. Wicked. So thank you for coming along. I will be back next week at 4 PM again on a Friday. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. There's loads of other people doing tons more things. There's people teaching guitars, Ableton, singing, songwriting. It's really good. Go check out the channel. There's loads of videos on there. People are doing really good stuff. So yeah, I'll be back here again on Friday. Ignore what it says in the chat. I'll be there on Friday. So on Thursday it's Ableton Live, I think. Yeah. But on Friday I'll be back. And I'll be teaching you keyboards once again. So yeah, get practicing, keep busy, and I will see you next week. So thank you very much for tuning in today, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy your week, and I hope quarantine isn't getting you down too much at all. So yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you shortly. Ta-ra, ta-ra.